Hey again, good to see you guys again. It's been just over a month or something. I don't know, maybe coming up to 2 months or something. As you can see, a report back on the hair. Maybe got, yeah, we're still, I don't know. It seems like the hair's being maintained, but of course it's getting long on the sides, and then these bits are still short because they don't really grow much. And then just got this stuff on top, so the hair's not looking the best, but it doesn't matter too much. I've quit my job now. I don't have to go in any longer. I've already told you guys all about the phases that we're going through. And phase 1 was getting all the holiday booked and stuff, and then phase 2 was working at the coffee shop, working hard, getting the project management course done, improving my health and diet and exercise and fitness, and that's what I'm shifting on to now. Do you guys also like our sock collection currently being dried? There's the rest of the washing. The trampoline in the back. Yeah, and this is kind of the first time that, like, I've literally just got back from my last day of work today. It was nice, you know. This kind of feels like this is the situation now, is that I've costed how much money we will have, and I've costed, you know, like how much money we're going to be spending over the next 3 or 4 months, and now it's like, luckily, depending on if we get some money from someone, we'll either not be able to do everything we want to do, but still be able to do most of it, or we'll be able to do everything we want to do, and on top of that we'll probably even have some extra money to like have there to invest and save for next year. So I'm now like at this moment where I don't have to stress, I don't have to worry, because I've been doing like all these plans and schedules for the future, and I know that, you know, if I get X thing done this time and then the Y thing done that time, I'll be okay. For the first time, I think, in my life, apart from before I had to like think about these things, I kind of feel like I'm like, oh, so I'm in this period where I don't have to do anything. I'm in between things, but I know that everything that I need to get done will get done in a certain time frame, so I don't have to worry. It's quite strange to be in that position, but I quite enjoy it. It's quite nice. Very happy about it. It's like I keep on catching myself being tense or worried, and then I'm like, oh, I don't need to feel this way. Like the other day when I had it off, it kind of felt like the day stretched on for ages. And that also is because I'm like potentially like, it's because I woke up at like 9 or something, and I'm so used to waking up at 11. But I've been shifting my sleep schedule as well, and I've been setting alarms for when I sleep rather than when I wake up, and I think that that's making a big difference. I mean, I still have alarms for when I wake up, but maybe I can get rid of them. Maybe I'll just have alarms for when I sleep, and I'm going to progressively like lower them down. So rather than like, because one of the things I found was that in order to get to bed earlier, I tried to take the kind of advice of like being like, okay, well, you know, wake up at your usual time and then just go to bed earlier, but that doesn't work. So then I thought, okay, well, go to bed at your usual time. Oh wait, no, what did I say? So I tried waking up at my usual time and going to bed earlier, and that didn't work because, well, firstly because I'm undisciplined, and secondly because I just had lots of energy, so I didn't really want to go to bed. And then I tried going to bed at the usual time, but then just waking up earlier. And that didn't work either, because I did wake up at that time and I went about my day, but I didn't, I couldn't really, and I did that for a few days, but then I'd just end up going to bed at I'd get really tired by after 2 days or 3 days of doing that, and then I'd then fall asleep at say 10 o'clock at night, thinking, okay, this is when I'm going to start hitting this schedule or something, maybe even 9 o'clock at night, and I just end up waking up at 10, so at night, so, and I'd be oh yeah, I'd feel so rested, and I could stay up for another 3 hours or something. So what I'm doing now is I'm going, okay, at the time that you kind of go to bed anyway, let's just let's allow that to be the case, and then let's look at what 9 hours ahead of that is, and then kind of every week or maybe every 2 weeks I'm then going to maybe decrease it from 15 minutes to half an hour. So at the moment I've got an alarm set for midnight, and that's when I go to bed, and then I've got an alarm set for 9 o'clock, which is when I wake up. So, and I've also got alarms set for 10 and for 11, because the 10 o'clock one is meant to be hey, you've only got 1 more hour going on electronics, so make the most of it. And then the 11 o'clock one is, okay, time to wind down. And I usually go over them, but it's almost nice knowing that I've got that alarm there, and it's hey, you don't have to worry about going to bed, and you don't have to worry about stressing, because look how much you've literally got, basically 2 hours before you need to go to bed. So it means I actually kind of utilize that time a lot more. Yeah, and so I'll decrease it. So I'll go, maybe next week I'll start by going okay, let's do 11:30 going to bed and 8:30 waking up, and then maybe in 2 weeks time after that I'll be in Scarborough probably, or something like that, but then we'll try and do 11 o'clock bedtime, wake up at 8, and then and so on and so forth, and then hopefully we can get ourselves down to, well, I'm hopefully thinking 6 o'clock waking up and about 9 o'clock going to bed, but that could be quite ambitious, and I should kind of remember with all these things that as long as I make it easy and only a small bits of disciplines needed, it will become easier to do. And I've got to kind of do it according to my body. I can't rush into it, because if my body is if my body is too just when you're lifting weights or something, you have to do it according to what your body actually can do. I can't just set myself to wake up at 5:30 and to go to bed at whatever time. It's important I kind of go with what my body feels it's right. Within reason, obviously. So yeah. So that's how I've been changing my sleep schedule. And I think that really helps setting alarms when I go to bed, rather than alarms for for waking up, because I've still got the alarms for waking up, but the alarms to go to bed is there to be it does help. It puts so much more makes me so much more aware of the time, and so I utilize it more. I'm okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed soon, so I might as well do this thing rather than this thing, and like kind of shows me that like yeah, can't do all these things because I'm gonna go to bed at this point. So let's just do this, that, and the other. And because I'm waking up at 9, I have more time in the mornings to do the things I want to do. I'm also potentially changing my eating times, so I might eat when I wake up, but I try and only eat like protein and maybe like fat, because otherwise I just get like brain fog. But I'll try and eat maybe within half an hour of getting up. Yeah. And I mean, we'll see how it is when I'm in like a full-time 9 to 5 job, but yeah, like we'll have to see, the conditions, when I can exercise, when I can work out, all that stuff. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to tell you guys about was that I kind of found this state where I'm like, I can relax because I've scheduled things into when they need to go, and because I'm not burdening myself with a billion things to do all at the same time, because I'm breaking things down. The only 2 things I need to now do for the next 3 weeks is I need to do more of the project management course I'm doing, and I need to get my health better. Perhaps I should change it though to I should think about it like that again. So yeah, because every single other time in my life when I've had free time, when say it's been in between university and like in between university years or something, I've always felt that kind of guilt or anxiousness, like shouldn't I be doing something better with my time? But because I know what I'm doing with my time, I don't feel that anxiousness, because when I think about all I need to do right now is I just need to do a little bit more of a project management course, and I just need to get my diet right, and I can go and do those. And because there's only 2 things to do, and I can spend like an hour on each, and like I've got that space and time now, I don't feel stressed out. What I could do right now is it's about 6:45, so I could even go and make some like dinner for everyone. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's a quick update on my life. Yeah. In the comments, let me know about how good you think our sock collection is. See you in a bit.